recognize your name. Walk ahead.
All right, we are back, my friend.
Back and back, man. Back in action. Back in action, man, on Tuesday morning. It's been a week, huh?
It has been a week.
It's been a week. It don't seem like it, though.
No.
Yeah, man, time flying, boy. Time is flying. So
Hey, had a fight this weekend. Come back, keep the train rolling.
yeah, man. Yeah, so you had a fight this weekend.
I did.
So did it fly by like the days were flying by?
Yeah.
Did it seem that way?
Oh, yeah. It was over quick.
It's over quick, huh?
Yeah,
Talk to us about it, man.
I actually put it together a little sizzle reel, like a little reel for the fight, and then I'm actually going to put together like an embedded. Dion recorded a bunch of clips before and after the fight too.
Okay.
So I'm going to put together like a little Showtime All Access type thing, and I'll put it up on our channel. But no, it was really fun, man. I had a big support crowd. I had my mom, I had my Uncle Billy, I had his friend, I had my cousin Jacob, his fiance, their daughter was there. I had Dion there. I had my dad's side, I had my dad, my Papa Bo, my brother Derek, my brother John, their two girlfriends, Katie and Haven, my stepmom, my Papa Bo, my grandma, and then my dad brought some friends too. So, man, it was a fun night. The crowd was getting crazy.
Well, that's good, man.
I think I had probably the most boring fight of the entire card, which is saying something.
Yeah.
Mine finished in the first round.
Yeah.
So it was just because I picked them apart.
Yeah.
But yeah, all respect to my opponent, Will, man. He's 42 years old, getting in there doing the damn thing. I'm just going to be honest, and I'll talk about it a little bit more later. I think he needs to start looking at hanging it up, though.
Yeah.
Not because he's not physically strong, because I don't know how much he actually wants to do it.
Yeah.
I recommend he still trains, but as far as the competition goes, I don't think he should still compete in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I'll show you guys, and we'll talk about it later. But yeah, it was fun. I ended up winning first round TKO. 1 minute 57 seconds in. There were some excuses afterward, but we're not going to dwell on that too much. So
Excuses, yeah, man.
I
you know what that is.
I will say we talked about it for 3-4 weeks leading up.
Yeah.
I told you what I needed to do. I needed to go land a jab.
Yeah.
Try to be more aware in the ring.
Yeah.
Counter him as he came in.
Uh-huh.
Move, and then not throw 7-8 punches in a row, just trying to knock him out in one flurry.
Yep.
And I did every single one of those things, and I'm actually very proud of myself for that, for being able to do that under the fire when he came out swinging pretty hard right away. I mean, I had to wake up a little bit, but yeah, I'm very, very happy with my performance. Just in that aspect.
Yeah. No, it was a great performance, man. After watching your fight, after watching your fight, man, I went back to the 3 weeks leading up to it. Like you said, I went back to the 3 weeks leading up to it, and I watched your every move. And just like you said, bro, you did everything that you said you were going to do. When he came out blasting like that, I had a quick second like, okay, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to just start battling back with him, or are you going to set up and counter like you said? And I think you did a phenomenal job with it. I can tell that your composure was calm. I can tell your composure was relaxed, man. You went into the fight like you were not a fighter, man. Like you were man, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word that I'm looking for. But you went into the fight, not as a fighter, but as a defender. Let me say that as a defender. I think that your punches are strong, and you can counter, and your technical skills are there. I think you just went in as a defender to defend yourself and defend your statements and defend your training that you went into. Sometimes we train so hard, man, that we let ourselves down when we get into the ring or we get to the track or, we get to that run. It's because we train so hard, we forget about all those things that we trained hard on. And you didn't forget about that. So a hell of a job.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I just wanted to go make sure that I was composed. And, he came out. He came out throwing within the first 5 seconds, doing his little hot punches. I don't know what he was doing there, but, I covered up for a second. Crossed my feet a little bit. I wasn't expecting him to come out that quick. I knew he was going to come out quick, but the way he just blitzed in and switched stances and was kind of punching while he was running, I kind of circled out, and then I was covering up, and then I was able to get back, and then I hit him with the right hand, which I'll show you guys in the video. He was coming in, I hit him, I kind of posted, and I hit him with the right hand, and it stopped him for a second, and then he tried to throw another one, and then I hit him, I kind of grazed him with a left hook, and then he kind of stepped back, and then I was able to reset.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. And then I don't know if I told you this before the fight, but been playing with the Philly shell.
Uh-huh.
And I think I did tell you.
You did.
I've
You
been
told me.
playing with the Philly shell in sparring, and it's very different in kickboxing, like I said, because you have to worry about the head kick coming over the top, and you have to worry about getting leg kicks. I wanted to see how fast he was going to be, and I just naturally kind of reverted. So I came out with the high guard at first.
Right.
And then I kind of just reverted back to the Philly shell
Yeah.
right after that first little exchange. And that's where everything started flowing from. So it felt really good. And I think he only landed after – he might have grazed one punch in that first flurry. I don't think so, but he might have. But after that, he landed one solid leg kick and then one jab, I think, the rest of the whole round. So I don't think – like my Nana texted me after and said, "How you doing?" I said, "Not a scratch." So she was pretty happy about that.
Well, good. I'm gonna put a scratch on that little baby.
Yeah, I know.
Got your baby's face.
So we're go ahead and watch this real quick. I put this together. This is some of the weigh-ins, and then this is like a little bit of the walkouts, and then I put together. I took the broadcast. The actual broadcast, so I have the announcers overlaid. It took me about an hour last night to piece all this together, but I've got multiple angles, the best angles from each part of the fight. So it might not all be a full video
clip.
Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. It flows together. It's all together. But so here was my face off. So Scott, the owner of the promotion, he's right here. He goes, "Make love." He said, "Make love to the camera, Austin." He was a lot bigger than I was.
He was.
I mean, maybe not in weight.
Tall.
Yeah, he's tall.
He's taller.
Thick. Like you look at this right here. It looks like we're in two different weight classes in my opinion.
Really do.
Like I'm a light heavyweight and he's a heavyweight.
Yeah, you really do.
And he looks like he has small legs in those jeans, but his calves are as big as mine.
Yeah, he does.
He's just a thick boy. So on the left, you got me, obviously. In the middle, you have Montaigne. He's a stud. His nickname's a monster. Next to him is my coach, Eddie. And then next to him is my teammate, Devin. And he fought for the title. Unfortunately, he didn't get the dub, but, hey, last time we fought, I was the one that didn't get the dub, and he did. So
yeah, good.
It's part of it, man.
It's part of it, bro.
It's part of it.
You know, part of it.
So, real quick, they're talking about the Undertaker theme song and Adesanya walking out. So Red Corner was supposed to walk out second the entire night.
Okay.
Well, first, second fight, Red Corner walks out second. I'm Red Corner. Well, they're calling. We're sitting there waiting. They're calling for me to walk out. And so I'm like, wait, no, we're second. And then I'm telling the guy, no, I'm second. Red Corner second. Because they started playing my Undertaker theme song because I was going to walk out to the Undertaker theme song.
Yeah.
And I was all black and I had the gold gloves. It was going to be pretty sweet. Or at least I felt it was going to be cool.
Right.
Well, they call for Tynes, and I'm like, all right, I'll go, whatever. Well, as I'm going out, they changed it to his walkout music. So I walk out to his, I don't know, it sounded kind of similar to mine. I don't know exactly what it was. But so I walk out to his music, and then I get in the ring, and then he starts walking out to my theme music. And then you can see, I don't know, I think I might have cut it out in this little clip it. But I look over at Coach Mike, and I'm like, that's my walkout song.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of laughing. I was like, it doesn't matter. But I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
And now hearing how awesome the announcers thought it was, I was like, man, he stole my shine. From that.
Yeah, stole your shine, bro.
Don't do that.
He also said something else that I'm not going to repeat. I got you, Scott. And they do a great job as far as taking care of their fans that show up, man. It was my dad paid $1,200 for a table of 10. But when I say first, that's about $120 ticket. Yeah, probably high. The VIP tickets were like 60. But you get, when I say it's high, it's not really, because they got a bucket of shrimp that was this big. I'm not kidding you, loaded down with shrimp.
Yeah.
They had a big thing of sheet pan wings, that big, with ranch, everything. They had a big pan of chicken salad sandwiches, that big, and like good ones too. And then they had a giant bowl of meatballs too. And then they had 2 buckets of beer that came with it.
Oh yeah, nice.
So they loaded it down for that.
That's
Yeah,
good, man. For 12,
to back it up with the Undertaker's music.
10 people too.
That's what I'm saying, for 10 people.
Oh, and there was so much food. I thought about taking some of that shrimp home.
I think they messed up
I
earlier.
thought
Shrimp's
it
and started
expensive,
his
so.
music, so that's why I got the idea
Yeah, I
of.
missed the shrimp,
I
bro.
thought this guy
You
was coming
did.
out the Undertaker, but I
Marcus
believe
did
this
too.
guy was
Yeah.
supposed to be the one.
So like, whatever was the best angle.
Yeah, for sure. I got you. Good, all 3 angles in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. Fighting out of the blue corner tonight from Edmond, Oklahoma.
What's the oldest fighter y'all have in your league?
Oh,
42.
for them, it's probably William.
Yeah. What about in Killer Bees? Eddie.
Active fighter, probably.
Yeah.
No, Grant, but he hasn't fought for us yet. Grant's 39. Grant Love.
Heavyweights, usually not pretty, that's for sure.
Yeah, especially
Telling you
some
pretty, man.
debuts, but
pretty.
you're
No, you
gonna
pretty, bro.
see some action.
But
You're
not
gonna see
pretty.
some
Usually,
punches
don't
land,
say
and if they
usually.
land, they typically go down.
I had to go make it a point.
Hey, make it a point. Hey, tell him you're pretty, bro.
Thick.
Here we
Like
go.
Muhammad Ali.
Well, round number 1. Boy, Hathorn just coming out like Mike Tyson, just already soaking.
Establish that jab right off the bat. Left hook.
Listen, Hawthorne.
I don't think I missed too many shots.
Looking good though.
There's that little flurry. I was backing up.
Shots now.
Right hand.
He's going in strong, but
Backed him up a little bit.
it looks to me like Tynes is able to eat a couple of them. Good little kick to the thigh there. Going mid. Showing some roundness in his game. Seen him go up top.
Boom.
Jabs, there he went with the hook.
Yeah, I think Tynes is showing some great composure, greeting his opponent, trying to
stay with
that
transfer
camera
the
angle.
information
Great composure,
and then
man.
make adjustments
Yeah.
with that. He's staying
Fight
very
look a lot
composed
better, man.
for an amateur.
That was much
Oh,
better.
good left there.
Jab to
by
a hook.
Hawthorne, connected clean.
I don't think
to
I
the
landed
chin.
that
Also
hook,
sees
but
some pretty good defense.
boom.
As far as I'm concerned from Hawthorne.
I didn't weave that one.
Wow,
Tynes coming out with that
Yeah,
Philly
it was moving on
shell.
that one.
I was cut to
Trying to
angles.
find that
So this was,
hook
I was probably
coming
most
in.
proud of this combination.
Let's see.
Defense.
Right here. So he comes in. I throw the check hook, which I land on everybody in sparring, and everyone, man, it feels so good to land it in a fight because the last fight I didn't land it because I wasn't calm. I wasn't thinking.
You was outside your brain.
Exactly. So here he comes in. I throw the left hook. I land the right hand, and then as I'm here, his arms are up. and I hit him with the body too as he's coming out.
Hit
and
him with the body.
You can
It
see
stuck
him.
him.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah.
it kind of step
Yeah,
back. And
I noticed that too.
oh
and
man, landing that 3-piece felt so good. Level
Tynes
changing.
coming out with that Philly shell,
Boom, boom.
Bam.
trying to find that left hook coming in.
That felt so good.
Left himself open
I wanted to
there.
land some more body shots, but the fight wasn't long enough. I didn't settle in. I think that's the only punch he landed. I could be wrong, but that's the only one I really noticed.
Oklahoma, everybody, I am Drew Duncan for Block 50 Radio.
I put that one in there just because of the sound. You could hear it from his video.
Oklahoma, everybody, I am
I think that's when he really decided he won out. Boom!
Rivera, boy, telling you what,
Try to jump it.
couple of good shots. Hawthorne's rushing in there.
And right here is the
Backing
beginning of
off,
the
finding
end.
his shots.
Yeah, I think Tynes is doing a great job, hitting angles. Hawthorne coming in a little aggressive sometimes.
I hit him with a
You
little
gotta be
3-piece
careful
right
coming
here,
in,
too.
Being caught
He may not be getting
That's
up.
a dope picture.
He may not be getting up.
I
That one may have connected a little bit harder.
Did you?
Sent it to me yesterday.
Yeah, I like that.
So
picture.
what did he do to his? What was the?
I'm gonna show you.
Okay, I know he kicked you, bro. Did he hurt his foot?
So
He kicks you here,
Hathorn
and then
coming
you
in a
hit him
little
with the
aggressive
combination.
sometimes.
So
He
what
kicks
he,
you, boom.
what he says is he rolled his ankle. This is why I'm saying that he should
Why did
retire
he shots?
because
Yeah, I think Tynes is doing a great job.
He,
hitting angles.
when you
Hawthorne
start
coming in a
making
little
excuses
aggressive.
like that, like you can watch back the video, any of his videos. Like this is his, this isn't his video, but you can see better on
Sometimes
his video. He kicks my knee
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, right
right
there.
here.
and a little aggressive sometimes.
Boom.
Kicks you.
Kicks my knee, which doesn't feel good at all.
Yeah.
But he didn't kick it hard enough to end the fight.
I don't think so either because he kicked right here. Like,
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying?
I promise it hurt.
Of course it
Because
hurt.
I checked the kick. When you kick a knee, it hurts.
Yeah, of course it hurt.
But he was walking around fine after the fight.
That's what I was saying too.
But
bro.
immediately he said he rolled his ankle. When you start lying like that and making excuses and trying to justify like, you shouldn't be in there. Look, he was hurt. I could see it in his face. I mean, much respect to him for getting in there, but you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt.
It's a fight. Like,
It's a fight.
you got to fight to the end. I mean, really, for me, I ain't never been in like the ring, right? But as a fight, I get kicked, I hurt my foot. I still got to fight this man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what foot that I got, I still got to fight this man. And again, I'm not a fighter, right? I'm not a fighter, but I've watched many fights. I've seen guys almost break their legs and break their ankles and still hopping around on one foot, battling it out. So
I mean, in my first
and I'm not
fight,
making excuses, but that's what it looked like when he kicked you. I'm just like,
in my first fight,
bro, you
I
hurt
hurt
your ankle on that kick.
I hurt my knee in the first 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's your knee. That's a knee versus a
I
foot.
didn't go on Facebook talking about how I hurt my knee. And
No,
that's
not at
why,
all.
And I damn sure didn't quit.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Much respect for him for getting in there and training. But I think he should just keep training. I don't think he should get in there anymore. Because if he's finding ways out, and we had, again, much respect, but we had kind of talked about it in the week leading up. If I hurt him, he might look for a way out.
Yeah.
And I could see it. I was hurting him.
Yeah.
Every time I hit him, his eyes were. Now, granted, the last guy had that reaction too when I hit him. They weren't expecting the speed and they weren't expecting the power, but I landed more cleanly on him. But the last guy was just tough as shit.
Yeah.
I
I think Will knew, and again, I'm not a fighter, right? I'm not a fighter. But him coming into the fight, because I watched his last fight compared to your fight, right? He came in a lot slower in his first fight. This fight, he came out raring and ready to go, like trying to knock you out.
Yeah.
I think him as a fighter knew that you were more technical than him, and you would catch him and probably sleep him before he could you. I can just tell because he seemed like he was in a hurry right then. He was trying to knock you out. I think, the punches that he was feeling, is his endurance, and he was just getting weaker mindset-wise once you kept hitting him.
I can agree with part of that, but I think he might have watched my last fight and then saw how I didn't handle the pressure too well. I mean, I fought back.
That too.
I handled it well in the fact that I fought back and then it was a battle.
Yeah, that too.
But I got into the brawl and I ended up losing the brawl.
Right.
But I don't think he expected this. Shit, I didn't truly expect it to go this well for me, like this cleanly. Again, who's to say what would have happened if the fight would have went on? I think I have a great idea of what would have happened.
Right, and I think Will's a brawler too.
Well, he's an ex-Marine. He's
Yeah,
been trained for
yeah. And I think again, coming into this fight, you being more technical and not brawling with him, I think that set the pace for you, man. I really do. So I think set the pace for
I'm
him
baffled
too.
that I only weighed 4 pounds less than him.
Yeah,
He was huge.
yeah. He's a big boy.
I mean, not huge, but he was a big dude.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't, something easy, going into. I just think that you researched your fight very well, and you prepared very well for the fight. So great job.
Yeah. The main difference for me was walking into the ring, getting in the ring. I was able to listen to my coaches. I didn't have that buzz going. I mean, I had a buzz going on. It's like a high, but I didn't have the buzz last time where like my ears were almost ringing and I didn't hear anything else.
We talked about that.
I heard my coaches in the ring. I actually heard the fight wasn't super long, so I didn't hear too many things. But I heard Eddie say, "Keep that range." I think it was right around as we rotated. It was like right here. I heard him about right here. I heard him say, "Keep that range right there." Well, anyways,
I was gonna show you, but
behind the ear. So
And that old Philly shell may not be getting up. That one man. Couple of really good shots at Hawthorne's rushing in there.
because when I sent you your video, that's one of the things that I said, man. Tune out everything.
Yeah, I think
Tune out the
Tynes is
music.
doing a
Tune
great
out
job.
the lights. Tune
You know,
out
hitting
everybody.
angles. Hawthorne
you guys
coming in
both
a
sent me
little
like a
aggressive
2-minute
sometimes.
hype
You gotta be
video.
careful
Yeah,
coming in.
man.
Right before the day of my fight.
Tune out everything. That's what you do.
Oh, so I was gonna say,
Go ahead.
it was funny. As he was kind of like wobbling over, it looked to me like he was going down. Well, Eddie goes, "Go, go, go!" And I'm like, "Oh shit!" That's why you see me run over
Running
there.
over
So I was like,
there.
maybe he's not going down. And then I
Yeah.
got to finish him off.
Finish him
And
off.
then he goes down, and then I'm like sitting there, and I'm lucky I did because it was a cool photo.
Yeah.
But and then I go back, I start walking back to my my corner, and they said, "No, neutral corner."
I think
over
you
there.
I think you wanted to finish him off.
I did.
You did, bro.
I
I
did.
could see it in your eyes, bro. Like you want to finish him
I
off.
was also
because
kind of shocked that I got the knockdown.
Yeah, me too,
I'm calling
me
it a
too.
knockdown because I hit him. I blasted him with
you
a right
blasted
hand.
him, bro. To me, that's the knockdown.
Yeah.
Like the kick is not the knockdown. He kicks you first, then you hit him, and then he falls.
You can definitely go down from a check kick.
Of
'cause it
course
hurts
you
that hurt.
can.
But in my opinion,
Yeah,
he
of
didn't
course you
He
can.
did not kick my knee hard enough for him to go down like that.
Bro, I know. I ain't hearing no
blasted him with
popping.
the
I
right
mean,
hand.
you know, like the normal kicks where you're like, oh crap, you know, and they break their shin bone or something like that, bro. I mean, I know kicks hurt. I know you can go down from them, but it just seemed, this is a big guy that kicked you like that. It just didn't seem like he kicked you very hard. I don't even see your leg move.
I was
I didn't even see your leg move.
I was
when he
sitting there
kicked
like,
you, bro.
I was like, get up, because I wanted a knockout.
Yeah,
Like,
I know you
wanted
did.
an actual knockout, and I was like, get up, get up. And then Eddie goes, "It doesn't matter anyways. He's not getting up." And then I'm like, you know what? Stay the hell down.
Yeah.
I want this win.
Yeah, give me this win. Give me this win. I think you said it to yourself because I seen your glove go like that.
But yeah, man.
I'm proud of you, bro. Like, really.
That one may have connected a little bit harder than what looked like initially. Well, and Tynes, one thing I saw from him, by the way, defensively, you don't see a whole lot anymore. And that old Philly shell, bro. The old Philly shell.
Right.
Tyson used to use that.
Yeah. the
Tyson
Philly
did not
shell,
use a
you
Philly
know,
shell.
You don't see it a lot in kickboxing because you got to be careful with that left hand going down and someone throwing that right kick and catch you behind the ear. So typically you don't see it very much. You really got to catch that roll if you see a kick coming. But he was using it pretty nicely and throwing the left hook when Hathorn was coming in. So.
All right, we're going to bring it in. The official decision is
Official
up.
decision.
Matt Ems is in.
There you go. Boom.
All right, everybody, let's give it up for both of our contestants tonight. That was a great fight.
I told him he's an inspiration for getting in there.
Yep.
Told him I appreciate it. He's an inspiration. Because he is training and getting in there at 42 years old. I just don't want to see him get hurt.
I'm proud of him.
1 minute, 50
Motivates guys like me. Never too old to do anything.
Your winner by TKO, Mr. Austin Tynes.
And then they played my theme song, so it was okay. And I was getting ready to get out, and they're
let's
like,
see
"Oh,
if we
team
can
picture."
get the Undertaker's WrestleMania streak going. Can you believe they let Brock Lesnar beat that?
Right.
Like, why, bro?
Yeah, Brock Lesnar is another freak.
Is
of
a cameraman
nature.
a fighter? Dude,
These
man,
guys,
he's crap.
being
Oh,
very
I don't know.
Other dude in
unfortunate
the black.
it ended this way, especially in the debut for this guy. I think Hawthorne being 42
Oh,
years old.
right here.
It sucks,
Shout
but,
out.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Let's get her out of the way. Right here. That's my Papa Bo.
Okay.
That is my dad's dad. That's my brother Derek. Cool. That's my grandma, my dad's mom. That's my my sister-in-law, Katie. There's my stepmom, Leanne. My dad is right to the right here.
Cool.
And then my brother John and his girlfriend Haven. I don't know where they are, but yeah.
I'm glad you had an outstanding
being 42
fan club,
years
man.
old.
It's always
It sucks, but, you know, you gotta give it up to
motivational,
Tynes
man.
being
When
in
you
there.
can look in the crowd and see somebody, see multiple
Hathorn
people cheering you on, man. It just gives you that spark of energy that you need,
did.
I think, to finish
Yeah.
off,
Brock
a fight or,
Lesnar
whatever you're doing,
another
man.
freak
You know,
of
I know when I
nature.
was running or playing
These
flag
guys,
or,
you know,
whatever,
very
man. When I looked
unfortunate
over and
it
seen my
ended
wife,
this
I was,
way,
balling in,
especially
boy,
in
trying
the
to show
debut
out.
for this guy.
Good job, man.
I think Hathorn being
Maybe I can
42
hit the
years
next
old,
one.
it sucks, but
Or
you know,
I can
you
just
gotta
stay
give
at
it up
work,
to
man, and
Tynes
make you
being
some
in there.
money while you
know,
gonna win
again,
these
one of the
fights.
things that
That way
I
you gonna come back
discussed
stressful
was
and stuff.
Sometimes in a fight like this,
After
Being
you
42
fight,
years old, it sucks.
They're gonna
but,
talk
you know,
about,
you gotta give
I'll
it up
fight
to
the
Tynes
customers
being
at
in
work.
again, one of the things that I discussed was sometimes in a fight like this, maybe you don't learn anything new about yourself. If you're Tynes, what are you taking away from that fight?
I think he stayed very composed. You know, I think looking back at it and know that he composed and controlled, you know, and he's got to just move on to the next one.
So yeah, it was a fun night, man. I had a lot of people coming up to me telling me great job. Granted, I had a lot of people telling me great job after the last one, but it was just for different reasons. But yeah, man, I was very proud of myself for being able to go in there, and I know that probably might sound braggadocious, but we talk about celebrating your little wins. I'm happy with the way I kind of, when you're confident, you expect to win. But there's always that doubt when you don't have a win yet. There's always that little doubt in yourself because, like last time, I put my all in there, and I wasn't able to perform the way I wanted to. And so you don't know going in. So I was happy that I was able to do it cleanly. And I know which direction that fight was going if it did continue.
Yeah.
Just because he wasn't landing anything.
Yeah.
And I was making him miss 95% of his shots. And I was landing probably 80% of my shots, and they were starting to land more and more clean.
Yeah.
And I knew as he got more tired and got more stationary, it was going to be open season.
Yeah.
And I could see it on him. That's why I wanted him to get back up because I know I would have actually put him down.
Yeah.
And I wanted that highlight. I'm not gonna lie, but
Of course.
yeah, it was fun.
Well, good, man. Coming in today, and I was thinking about it over the weekend. I think that we talk about, bro, and celebrating your wins, right? I was thinking about coming in today, and I think it was Sunday, and I was thinking about it. I was like, I hope that you celebrate this win big time. I hope you celebrate the small gains and the small wins throughout your preparation, of this fight. And I think that you have to do that. I think that just gives you that motivation again, to keep pursuing that goal, keep pursuing, that dream that you have, whether it's a fight or whether it's daily life. So, continue to do that. Continue to, pat yourself on the back. I used to be the biggest sore loser ever, man. I used to get really pissed off, really mad, really upset, throwing stuff and acting a fool, man. I really did, losing anything. I mean, chess games, checkers, it doesn't matter, man. Losing, I would just go all over myself and act unprofessional, right? And so I started looking at all the losses that I have, even in a death. That I lose a loved one, man. I lost my dog this week, and I look at all the good things though. I revert back to all the positive things and the great things and the good memories versus the bad things. Even in a loss in a fight, Austin. I think last fight that you took that fight with a little bit of humbleness, a little bit of humility, and I think you used that to motivate you to keep going. You didn't get down on yourself. You got upset at yourself and mad at yourself for the things you didn't do. But you did take those small wins and those small gains you had in that fight because you did some really good things in your first fight. And you took that and you added it with your new game plan and you kept on pushing. So guys in life, that's what you have to do. You have to take your losses and you have to take your disappointments, your downfalls, and you have to take your mistakes. You have to remix those. You have to listen to it. You have to remix it. And now you have to reset your game plan. Add those little wins in there, add those gains in there, reset your game plan, and move forward to your next race. And that's your next race of life that you have.
Absolutely. And I meant to tell you, I'm sorry to hear about your dog. I know,
no problem.
I know you text me about it, but, it was kind of a crazy week. So
yeah, kind of crazy week,
my
man.
mom's kind of checked out.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of crazy week, man. But it's a good thing, man. That dog showed me how to love, man. That dog showed me how to just care unconditionally. Really, and I didn't think that I would love a dog that much, but pets can teach you a lot, man.
Yeah.
You know, they don't talk back to you. They don't, they don't frown. They don't get down. You know, you can be the meanest to a dog you can ever be, and that dog will run right back up to you the next day and love you. Again, that's how you have to treat life, man. You know, people are going to put you down. People are going to say things. People are going to hate. But guess what? Love them like you love the neighbor, man. Like God says, love your neighbor like you love yourself. And if you love yourself, whatever that person tells you, you need everybody's opinion, Austin. You know, I was looking at a Facebook post, man, and somebody said, oh, well, you know, everybody has their own opinion about how you want to live your life. You know, don't listen to that. Don't dive into it. Yeah, dive into it. Listen to it. Listen to people's opinion, because people's opinion will help you. Again, man, you know, and I was making a video, you know, everybody's opinion matters, right? Everybody's opinion matters. Again, take that information that person has told you, remix it, add it to your game plan, and then start enjoying your life. Because if people don't tell you no, if people don't tell you bad things, if people don't slap you in the face and tell you that you effing up, how will you know? You know, and so everybody's opinion matters. So, you know, in your fights, Austin, take everything that everybody tells you, add it to your own game plan, just like you did, man, in this fight, and you'll win your battles, man. You'll win your fights. You'll win you'll win against yourself. You know, because a lot of times, man, in a fight, it's you versus you, really. That's what it is. You know, it's like the first fight, you know, you was in your mind and you wasn't, you know, really thinking about nothing, man. You was just, you know, the jitters and the excitement and all of that. And you stepped outside of that this time and you looked at yourself and said, hey, you know what? That's me in that ring. Now let me jump back in there and get to it. And that's what you did. So hell of a job.
I appreciate it. Be careful about who you surround yourself with and who you associate with.
Yes.
Do you know who Jonathan Majors is?
I do not.
Jonathan Majors have you seen Creed 3?
I have.
Okay, he's Damien.
Okay.
So,
I was going to ask, is he an actor?
Yeah, he's
because I've heard the name. But
so he was just again, we don't know all the details, but he was just arrested for domestic abuse, and his girlfriend came back and then retracted, from what I've understood so far, retracted the statements about her beating him. Well, he's the one that called the cops on her, because she was supposedly, allegedly beating herself. So, I mean, it happens quite a bit, and then the opposite always, happens as well, where, you know, someone does actually, you know, beat the other person. Mm-hmm. So just be mindful of who you're surrounding yourself with, because if you stick around for too long, you can really get yourself in some deep waters. Yeah. And, man, it's not worth taking a chunk. I'm not going to say ruin your life, but it'll definitely set it back. It can ruin it, but it can definitely set some time back and set the clock back. So be careful who you surround yourself with. I mean,
amen to that.
You see it time and time again.
Amen to that, man. Be careful. Guys, and I'm going to share the story with you. Throughout my whole life, I had great intentions. Throughout my whole life, I've had great intentions. My parents raised me well. My grandparents, parents of the family, my whole family. My family is large and it's huge, man. I'm the youngest of 13. So my family has raised me well. I've always had great intentions. But it was the people with the bad intentions that I hung out with. Not that they wasn't good people. Mm-hmm. Not that they wasn't good individuals. They had bad intentions. And those bad intentions broke out into actions. And I was happened to be there. My mom used to always tell me this, and I really never knew what it meant until I finally figured it out about 16. She said, you're always at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I'm thinking, how can I be at the right place at the right time? I'm not judging time. I'm not wearing a watch. I don't know what time it is, so how can I be at the wrong place at the wrong time? That's the reason I always wear a watch, because I want to know what time it is all the time. And I want to know what I'm doing, where I'm at,
who you're with,
and who I'm with all the time. I look at my watch sometimes and I don't even have on a watch because I'm trying to figure out what time it is so that I can go spend some time with those great people that I'm surrounding myself with to be better. You know, me and my wife, we were talking about a situation, about a relationship and a relationship of surrounding yourself with the right positive people. Don't surround yourself with, and I ain't gonna get into it.
yeah, don't.
But it's a situation that me and my wife were talking about. Nothing to do with us. It's just about the family. But surrounding yourself with the right people and being with people that will make you better. You know, a lot of people go with people that are doing worse than them is because we want that glory that we're up and above and higher than that somebody, and we're more valuable than that somebody, you know. So I go to work and I go home, and then if I want to go out, I'm going to go hang out with Austins. I'm going to go hang out with Rockies. I'm going to go hang out with my pastors and deacons and business owners and people that are going to bring me value. So when I'm in that rocky mode in my life, I can call one of those people, or one of those people can say, hey, Bo, you okay? You doing this? You doing that? How about this? So that I am great, just like you are.
You want to surround yourself with people, like you said, that bring value. And listen, I look at things from a logical, a numerical, a tangible facet of life. And, you know, I actually watched a podcast about it. Lex Friedman was talking about how when you try to streamline it, and when you try to not essentialize, I can't think of the word, but when you try to make everything more efficient, you can try to I'm just going to leave it at that. When you try to make everything more efficient in your life, you kind of lose the little minute details that make life beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I'm working on. But in this aspect, you have to surround yourself with people who can upgrade your stats.
Hey.
So if, just like in Madden, just like in 2K, if you have a 90 speed and you want to get to a 91, you go run with the track and field code. I mean, you do those things, right? If you want to be closer to God, you go hang out with people that are you know, good Christians. If you want to hang out with people that are more, or if you want to be more social, you want to work on being, you know, marketing yourself or being more in the community, you go hang out with people who have connections. If you want to be more compassionate, you hang out with people that are compassionate and caring. If you want to be thoughtful, you hang out with someone who's thoughtful. If you want to be, you know, if you don't want to go out and club, you go hang out with somebody who likes to go play pool at their house, or you know, do whatever, right? You hang out with the people that you want to go in that direction in your life. That's why it's good to have a network of people that you can go and pick up things from. But people can also, depending on how good of a trainer they are or lack thereof, or they can detract from your life as well. So if you got someone who doesn't know how to, or doesn't know what they're talking about, and they give you a terrible diet, your dietitian, they can mess up several things in your life. So a shitty dietitian can ruin your aesthetic, your physique. They can ruin your speed, your strength, because you're not getting the essential nutrients in your life. So that translates to the rest of life. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 people to upgrade 4 or 5 stats, but sometimes it only takes one person to detract from 4 or 5 stats. So how do you want your life to go? You have to surround yourself with, quote unquote, trainers and coaches that can help you. I mean, at the end of the day, it's on you to do the work, but they're the ones that can teach you new things. So be very mindful of who you surround yourself with.
Boom. Get up, get out of bed, and get going.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna fly, take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground, and make eye contact with clouds. Now